Dear men, as a strong, independent black woman myself, I can confidently say that I speak for us all when I tell you that no black woman is that way because she wants to be. Show me a strong, independent black woman, and I'll show you a black woman who has had a man drop the ball at some point in her life. Be it her dad, her child's father, a man she was with, some man from her past dropped the ball in order for that woman to be that way. And so as a result of that, she has had to put on the britches and become a man herself. As black women, we so desperately want to be soft, submissive. We want to follow you. We want to be all of that for our men. And trust me, no matter how strong and independent we are, we will be all of those things if we see that we have a man in front of us that's worth submitting to. But no woman who has had to pull herself up and do it on her own for so long is going to submit to a man unless he has shown himself worthy. So, dear men, if you want us to submit, give us something to submit to.
See, women always want to have a slick tongue, and they always want to try to find a way to bring everything back to the man when ultimately it's just not the man's fault most of the time. Women just did this to their self. Women don't want to be independent women, but they push themselves into that corner because they push the men away. But then they somehow end up in this conversation trying to say, oh, well, it's the men who dropped the ball. It's the men's fault. The men did us wrong. Now we got to pick up their slack. No, that's just not true most of the time. It's just always the women, and they don't know how to get themselves right.
Let's talk about this comment. I think women this age need to dress respectfully because they set an example for the youth. Hi, I'm Star Monroe, psychotherapist turned your midlife dating bestie. Now, this is a conversation worth unpacking. Since the day we were born, we have been told what to do. That is what the patriarchy is there. It is telling us how we think, how we act, how we speak, how we dress, how we talk, how we eat, how we move our bodies, and it will never stop, my friend. This is why it's so important for you to unravel yourself, to disrupt the conditioning that you have taken on board throughout the time you have lived your lives. At midlife, it's a rite of passage, and it's the time where you move from late princess into queen. And a queen is a woman who sits on her throne. She knows who she is. She wears whatever the fuck she likes, and she knows how to make herself feel deliriously happy, and she lives her most vibrant, sexy, alive life. Now, here's the deal. You're always going to get people like this wanting to shove their agenda down your throats. I don't know why this person has an agenda, why they think women have to dress respectfully. If I had more time and energy, I'd like to unpack respectfully, but I don't. And the thing is, what you have to do if you want to live your best midlife is focus on what makes you happy. There's a quote by Rumi, and it says, follow the pull of what leads, if you follow the pull of what lights you up, it will not lead you astray. I'm going to leave you with that. Follow the pull of what lights you up, it will not lead you astray.
See, this is the type of stuff that, like, as a man, you just don't have time to deal with none of this. There's no way on the planet you should have to deal with a woman like this. Now, if you want to go off and wear whatever you want to wear, that's your decision. But this woman is actually trying to argue because she wants to dress showing all of her body and without keeping herself in a modest way until she gets a husband or, whatever man she meets, and trying to keep herself for him. No, she wants to dress and show everybody her body because she thinks that it's wrong that she's been told that she should cover up until she finds a man that she can finally reveal herself to. This is insane. how can you, for one, you're making it seem like all women think this way. No, there's actually some women who understand that they should keep themselves for their husband and just wait, and they can see that. That's their business only. Okay, and you get some women who do want to show themselves, but like that's your choice. But how are you going to call men wrong and degrade men because of a choice you want to make? No, it just doesn't work that way. That's not correct. You can't get mad and blame the men for telling you to do one thing but you want to do another. It's not like anyone's stopping you. You know how many women walk around doing this? But so if you want to do that, go ahead. But how are you going to try to degrade men when that's something that some of them want? That doesn't make no sense.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
We
but
will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like
but
he's a good man.
that doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And
Right.
maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't fuck with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but
and
he's not funny
and
to
that's
me.
why a lot of modern
Or-
women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man, because
Maybe that's what
he's
they
a
like.
he's a good man, but because he's not
I feel like
funny,
I'm in between a
you
battle
gotta
right now.
you gotta throw that out.
Guys, these men, you all heard it for yourselves. These women are insane. I don't know what to say to that one. There's nothing else that needs to be said. This is why there's so many problems with these women today. She said, I don't know if being a good man is enough. Then what the hell are we supposed to be? So you got your financial situation in order. You're faithful. You're not cheating on her with nobody. And you provide a safe, stable life. And she said that's not good enough. What she said, the reason to forget the 3 most important things is because, I don't like the jokes you make. I don't like your sense of humor. Are you insane? I don't know what to say to something like that. This is the type of woman that's gonna die alone with the 2 cats. 10 cats. Honestly, like what the hell? There's nothing else that can be done for this woman unless she just completely changes her mind around, or otherwise she's gonna die alone. It's just as simple as that. Men, you shouldn't even look in this direction as far as a relationship goes. Plenty of men will sleep with her for one night, but as far as a relationship, no. And there's so many women that think this way. You gotta make sure you identify them as soon as possible, because it's very easy. You identify them and you understand what your use for them is, and then you keep it pushing.